Hello, hello, my snowflakes. It's the hype, it's all the shores that are fire, it's the hot romance of today, and you know it, it's my happy marriage. In today's video, I'm going to review the first episode, so let me know in the comments if I should make a reaction to the other episodes as well. So, the series starts portraying the female lead, Mio Saimori, looking at her childhood self sitting alone and crying under a cherry tree. So I guess she's a beautiful person. She's a beautiful woman. We can all see that. But goes to show that an appearance of beauty may be a cover up for an ugly truth, right?
吹雪は頬を濡らす雨。はらはら舞う雨の中で私は一人泣いていた。春の暖かな日差しも夏の木漏れ日も秋雲の切れ間から差す光や粉雪に反射する朝日も私を照らしてはくれなかった。幸せなんて知らなかった。
And for sure, the episode transition to possibly the present, where rising from the flames of home is this blonde, confident man in an army suit, the male lead, I believe. So, how do these very two different people? Because I see her crying. So basically, she's not that confident. She's not that. She doesn't look at herself in high regards. She doesn't believe in herself. And then we see this man willing to fight against everything, against the flames. He's rising from the ashes. So they are very, very different people, from the clothing to the personality. How do these two get to meet each other and become like this?
ずっとそう思って生きてきた。この世界に私は必要のない存在なのだと。あの日、あのお方と出会うまでは。
Well, to explain that, we'd have to go back a little and talk about Mio's family. She's being treated like a servant in her own home. Surprise, surprise there. Mio is actually a child from another marriage, so we get to wonder what actually happened. What happened with her mother? Did her mother do something to piss these people off and treat her child this way? But where is she? Because I don't see her biological mother in the picture. So maybe she died. Maybe she passed away. I don't know how does a father let the stepmother have her way with those snarky remarks. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
失礼いたします。
もうお茶も満足に入れられないなんて、同じサイモリの娘として恥ずかしくないのかしら。
カヤと違って本当に容量の悪い娘ね。あの母親そっくり。
かの子、私を責めるつもりか？
だって新一さんが産ませた子じゃないの。
And as with all big households, the maids chit chat all the time, and rumor has it nowadays that the girls are to be married, but to whom? Actually, maybe Mio and the man we've seen at the beginning are actually going to get married. Oh my god, that would be a boost of confidence for her, I guess. But he seemed very distant and cold in the beginning, or at least that's what his expressions told me. So I don't know about it. But though everyone is chit chatting about it, so maybe is this more of a Cinderella story? I mean, I've seen Cinderella stories and stuff, so far I like it, but I'm waiting for that little something.
喜んでもらえたみたいでよかった。流行り物好きの兄貴が買ってきたんだ。
とっても美味しいです。
ご希望とあらばいつでも持ってきてあげるよ。これでミオが笑顔になるのなら安いものさ。
いつもありがとうございます。
こんな時間が。
Huh. Well, now we have to question how those two meet in the beginning even more, right? Because we see what seems to be the beginning of an actual relationship between Koji and Mio, and it's so wholesome, really. I want to hug them and let this be like her first actual good relationship with people in general. But It's kind of a foreshadowing, as we see, because Koji at some point says, "I wish we could spend time like this forever." And we know in anime, but not limited, we know in series as well that wishes don't just happen, or any good TV show will milk this and obviously put some pressure over the parties and so on and so forth. And if you thought the mother is the only one that's Mio's enemy right now in her own house, in her own home, that mother has a mini her that's apparently the favorite daughter whom the father spoils with kimonos and so much more. So it's really sad to be in Mio's place right now. I'm amazed she didn't cry so far, but I guess when your sense of self is so reprimanded, so you're so put down and you're belittled at every step of the path that you take, like Mio is, you just end up being a little, I don't know, either tougher or numb, really. So yeah, but you didn't think that was the end, right? You didn't think that's the end of the tragic story of Mio, no? Remember the foreshadowing we talked about earlier? Well, looks like Koji is suddenly breaking up with Mio, or at least letting her go, but he seems somewhat forced, so let's see. What do you think
お
about
似
this?
合いです。あの、今日はどんなご用事で？
うん。ちょっと大事なようだよ。君の父上に。
父に？
これ、手土産のお菓子。よければみんなでどうぞ。
ありがとうございます。
じゃあ、また後で。
Oh my god. So I wonder what's going to happen next and why did this actually happen? And surely we do find out soon enough that he's engaged to her sister due to political reasons. So obviously Mio can't have one good thing in life because the sister is going to take it. Ugh. I want to strangle them, all of them. Just So yeah, but when is Mio going to snap? I mean, she just takes a punch after punch after punch to her guts, and she's not saying anything. Or when actually is her life's course going to change? Because usually when someone gets to rock bottom, life has a way of twisting everything up and like uh, putting in your face the people that you need to hear from, the people that you need to have in your life right then and there to save you. So when is everything going to change? When maybe maybe when she's going to get married, maybe that's why it says that it's my happy marriage, because marriage is supposed to be a home, and technically so far we've been described how much of a home she missed all of these years, and maybe she's going to have a home from now, and maybe her father actually cares a little about her, but he's pressured by the wife, maybe to keep up appearances and so on, of a bad father. I don't really know if the father's choice to marry her off to Kudo Kyoka is actually a good one or a bad one, but at least she gets to get out of that hellhole. Meanwhile, we get to find out that the guy Mio is supposed to be marrying is some dude, some seen as unapproachable. So maybe her father just sold her to some dude. Considering he also buys her a kimono to impress, I don't know. I mean, usually when when you have a father or a parent in general that doesn't care about you, and then he suddenly cares about something, especially in this context, I think it's uh, it's really big. Either it's something political or it's something that is going to benefit them for sure. Well, Mio prepares herself, and we see her saying goodbyes to what she once considered a home. But now that everything has been literally cut off from her life, because we see this scene where she looks down at her mother's her mother's tree, but it has been cut off, and actually we get to see that it has been cut off after her mother's death. So. parents ruined her childhood, ruined her chances of of becoming someone, I don't know, a human being, a full human being. This is not about someone who has been just repressed, um, psychologically speaking. We are talking about someone who has been cut off from the world. We are talking about someone who has never faced necessarily the hardships of the world, but at the same time we see someone who has been through so much bullying and so much suffering that I just want Mio to get out of there and somewhere that is better. And I hope that this place, that Kudo Kyoka's residence, is going to be someone. There's going to be someone who is going to help her build her confidence and support her. So let's see some more. Let's see some more. Okay, well, she departs. And she departs alone. Oh my god. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised, right? That no one is going to come with her. But I mean, are they for real? Are they not right in the head, these parents? Because they are leaving her alone to go to somewhere place, somewhere far away. In the case you haven't noticed, they said she hasn't been out of that house ever. So how is she going to? Is she going to make it there? Is this going to be like she gets lost and something happens, someone saves her, and it just happens that it's going to be the husband to be, or no, she just reaches the Kudo's household, I guess, and is greeted by the maid Yurie, which sure enough surprised me, considering that Kyoka is portrayed as a cold and heartless man by so many people around him. But maybe he's not. Maybe this is just appearances speaking, or maybe this is jealousy for Kudo's family, and but because I mean, obviously, if he's that big of a shot, you either hate famous people or you don't. I mean, there's really no in between from fans in general. But we can see Miu is truly impressed by the warm welcome she gets.
この度工藤清香様との縁談のお話をいただき参りました。
まあ、西森様、お待ちしておりましたよ。私は工藤家使用人のゆりえと申します。
よろしくお願いいたします。
お話は聞いておりますよ。さあ、どうぞお入りくださいませ。
お邪魔します。
坊ちゃんは今、書斎にいらっしゃいますから。早速そちらまでご案内いたしますね。
Honestly, I get why she feels like that, because we know that she hasn't had I don't know, a form of warmth in a long time near her. Her mother was the only warmth she had, and when her mother died, she basically didn't get any type of warmth. She got only being reprimanded, being put down, being belittled, being bullied, and so on and so forth, being treated like fucking Cinderella. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see some more. How is going to be the
いつま
interaction?
でそうしているつもりだ。
申し訳ございません。
謝れとは言っていない。
さあ、どうかお顔を上げてくださいまし。
はい。この日、このお方と出会ったことで、まるで雪の中で芽吹いた花のように、私の閉ざされた人生は、再び動き出したのでした。
With Kudo, do we get to see that? We get to see that Mio is actually trying to bow to Kudo, and Kudo is actually treating her like an equal. So that's a good thing. I mean, that's a relief. He is actually trying to level with her, to treat her like a human being, more than that. He is actually trying to treat her like a partner, the way someone should treat their partner in any relationship, no matter if it's friendship, if it's a romantic relationship, and anything like that. You should treat the other person as an equal, be arrogant, or I don't know, all those red flags that we see nowadays, like controlling, like I don't know, obsessed with money, obsessed with status, and if they don't, if the partner doesn't have the status that we want, or the status that we have, then they're nothing, and so on and so forth. And and curiously enough, we get to see we get to see Mia's reaction as well, and we see her saying, "What a beautiful man," and I say, "Indeed, what a beautiful man, one hell of a man," and that's how men should behave. Well, now I'm curious, what's the threat to their relationship going to be? Because I don't think this is going to be the end of this. I mean, obviously we get to have some other episodes, but let me in the comments know if you enjoyed my reaction to this episode, and I am going to make a new reaction soon. So please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below your favorite moment in episode 1. And what do you think will happen next? For now, bye bye.